Greetings everyone, here's Lodrik again, and this is a game War in the Pacific, Advanced Edition. This is my PBEM match against AsuRob. He's Allied Commander, for me this Empire of Japan Scenario 50, mod scenario. On game version 26B with extended map and stacking limits. 12th February 42. So far, it's looking good for me. Not perfect for sure. I lost a lot of support ships, some submarines and even destroyers. But the big stuff only gets damaged so far. Battleships, carriers, and my air losses are also acceptable. Salomon is still here in the port of Nadi and I cannot really score a hit. Not good. And my submarine fleet is also failing to really score big hits on something. And I call back, I think, my carriers now. So it's too risky to stay there with my fleet and then maybe a big American battleship fleet will show up. And even if the American battleships are maybe all outdated, they simply have enough firepower to defeat me at night or day battle before my carriers can do anything. And I also don't really have the carrier strike force at Nadi now these days. So it's maybe better to retreat temporarily. Der Torpedoboot sind vorbei. Still some strike aircraft coming to attack me, but the amount is now small enough that they don't really threat against or for my cap fighters. I kill them one by one. And maybe I lost here my pilot yesterday, I forgot to check. But the Dutch Buffaloes are also now nearly all destroyed. Maybe a dozen left. And now only a half dozen. Still Dutch forces near Balikpapan. I won't get rid of them. And maybe now the indication or the counter just disappeared. We will see. And because I don't have my carriers more here, so now only local cap can defend Nadi port against incoming airstrikes. I hope it's enough. I have simply no choice. Level 1 airfield is limited to maximum 50 aircraft. And I let some destroyers maybe defend. And I get some hits at Snapper. So 2 cargo ships I think are still unloading supplies. So I choose the middle ground. I call back my heavy units, but I let the supply ships stay longer to empty the cargo bay. Ja. the Dutch holding, but for how long is the question. I take here the northern port. Here is nothing, only empty port. Here are the resources and the base force normally. So I try now 3 assault divisions, but normally there are 4 because 3 Navy Guard units are 1 assault division, so we call it like 4 assault division. But they are pure infantry, they don't have the heavy equipment. And the Allies have, I think there's less New Zealand troops, or they maybe built up a new force and before it was split up. But we have here the Marine Regiment, very strong, and the 2 tank corps units from the Americans. They are supporting the New Zealand guys. And the New Zealand army is here with a full brigade. And no, it's not working. I cannot defeat the Allies. This is good terrain. No. I lose a lot of... I think my Navy Guard units are defeated. They are dying very easily, but they're also very fast to rebuild their lost equipment. One more bombardment, and this bombardment shows again that I must do something. I cannot wait here much longer. Yeah. Some bombardments, and that was the turn. So I will switch to defense mode at Suva and have to wait weeks before I can send something really heavy down to Southeast Pacific. At the same time, we maybe play the game of who can reinforce their positions first. We will see. So air losses, not so crazy like the days before, but still in favor for me. I lost a dive bomber from one Navy, submarine hunt, and one more 0. And the Allies lost, of course, more. Dutch buffaloes, Dutch small bomb, the rest is small stuff. But nearly everything is Dutch or American. And my pilot is only wounded. Okay. There was no sinking of ships today, no. China quiet. Reinforcements arrive in Xi'an, maybe this will help me, but it's only a brigade or regiment arriving, so it will not be the big change of power and shift. Nothing else. A lot of stuff is arriving in Singapore and waiting for the next deployment. So I built up already port and airfield to 9. There's not more possible. So fort of level 4 is also normally where I stop. It's too expensive to build them up higher, at least not so early in the game. Yeah, more or less, the conquest of Java is highest priority now, and at the same time catching here more of the Dutch at around the Dutch East Indies. Plus, of course, reinforcements for Darwin is also higher priority than reinforcements of Fiji. It's more nearby, more easily to reinforce for me. So tomorrow I will unload my equipment. Hope this will work fine and I don't run in anything. I waited, I think, one more turn because I have here my carriers are coming, so that I have something nearby to engage in any surface threat is coming or showing up. If there's destroyers, like cruisers or something like this. Of course, airstrike is first after Navy strike or battle. Can be too late, but yeah, we will see. And unloading at Nadi was successful. You can see the unloading of supplies at this kind of small ports is really... I cannot dock, so I can only unload them over the shore. And this is not really high efficient. And I don't know if I really want to stay much longer with this submarine threat and whatever is here. So other equipment is returning to Nomaya, or in this case, Akagi and my light cruiser need to go to a port where it can fix the major damage. So Akagi is again a little too high major damage. 5 would be acceptable to repair by nearby locally, but this kind of damage I better do in a shipyard maybe. And for the light cruiser it's similar. must back go to Japan. Goodie. And then I also can replenish my lost aircraft for my carrier wings. Goodie. And I can detect this task force here, but I don't see it. And my lost pilot or wounded pilot must be here today normally. Maybe I can find him today. Yeah, one wounded pilot. And there was also a killed pilot before, so I guess this was the day before. So I have here now one wounded and one killed pilot and one old wounded before. This is okay. And if I want to check my wounded pilot, I don't know, I can do it. So here. Any status. So I have still wounded pilots, but I guess I can get them all back. Yes. So all my wounded pilots will be back at duty sooner or later. That is good. And see you next time. Take care. Bye bye.